Jambo Jambo. Thank you very much for that very interesting invite. Truly appreciate. Niaje? Mkofiri? How does it feel to be graduating? Unasikiaje? Imeweza? Kuna kakitu? Very good. So our job is basically to encourage you. This is your day, it's not our day. So sitajichocha hapa. Oh, imeenda. So sitajichocha, nitatuliza, tuone vile kunaenda. I can see your parents are coming in. Sorry, it's been a cold day. Some of our guests are very late. So I'll try and take it pole pole. Sindio? Well, from this moment, I would love to invite wazazi, lakini I don't want to invite wazazi now. Let us first of all have us celebrate our parents. Sindio? Isn't that a good thing? Without them, we would not be here. Ama? Sindio? So, who was supposed to speak on behalf of, Boni? Kolo. Eish, unangara leo? Sawa, kujena Greg. Greg.
Good morning. Mshachoka. Mko serious? Good morning. As you've heard, my name is Collins Kamau. I go by Kolo Cool, that's my brand name, from Cool Shots Photography, and recently a co-founder of Crown Photography together with two of my fellow students hapa. And hii journey tulianza kitambo. Mi waambiwa say this is an industry I realized late na ingekufa kuwa hapa. So by the time I was getting into, nilikuwa nimepoteza miaka. But on behalf of our parents, man, for any parent man I recognize art, big up sana, kwa sababu we all know African parents. Oh, you need to study, be a doctor, or you need to do engineering, stuff like that. But kakuna pero. Ama pero yote umetuleta kusoma art, the capture. Si, msichukulie kitu rahisi. Personally, naelewa. Kutoka kufanya vitu zingine hadi nimejipata hapa saa, it's not easy. And since COVID hit again, mnajua. Mimi niliingia the capture 2019 ikiisha. Nilipata class ya 2019 nikigraduate. Think my lesson yangu ya kwanza ilikuwa na Scully editing, sikuwa najua anything. Literally, mimi nilitoka, I was working, I had the opportunity to be in the media. Nilikuwa nimetembea a couple of TV stations. So mimi nilikam tu come kusoma alafu niishie, but sahi the knowledge I have right now compared to nikianza again, I'm two different people. Sahi kuna vitu naandika script, nikitu sikuwa nafanya nikiingia. Ungeniambia nikuandikie story yawe, kuja tupige story alafu story ishi hapo. But on behalf of the Capture Media Institute students of 2021, all our parents, man, big up, thank you so much. Ni mingi naweza sema, but manze shukrani na tuendelee kushikilia hivyo, alafu manze tukutane kwenda sisi tupige rahama. Asanteni.
Habari, niaje? So as you have heard, naitwa Gregory Morara. Nimesomea film and photography. First of all, congratulations to us. And second of all, thank you for our parents for supporting us. It has not been easy, but at least leo tuko hapa. We don't take it for granted. Thanks sana. I remember nikianza, I started in 2020. But now at least COVID ika hit, tukakuwa home the whole year, but then tumegraduate. Si ni poa? Clap our hands. I'm actually, when nilimaliza the studies, the school walikuwa very gracious kunitafutia internship together with my parents. Niko Hebrew sahi. I'm very self-motivated, na pia tuna motivate sisi sote. Tukitoka huko nje tujitume venye host amesema, na to be the best we can be. Sawa. Thanks sana.
Shut up and bend up.
Haya, Jehovah. Shall what? All right, so we need a word from a sponsored student from IRC, Elisha. No, it's who, Elijah? Come. Run very fast. To balance this equation, I'll ask Eufin to also join in.
Okay. Habari zenu. Ninakuwa na moyo wa shukrani kwa Mungu ambaye ametuwezesha kwa umbali huu kutoka mwaka wa 2020 tulianza mambo na shule, na hasa kulikuwa na changamoto nyingi, lakini tunakuwa na moyo wa shukrani hasa kwa wazazi wetu ambao ni shirika ya IRC. Tunasema tena asante sana. Sijui kama wako hapa, ningelitaka zaidi niwaone. Kuna yeyote? Oh, asante. Unajua saa ingine unaweza ongea kitu na wenyeji ya wako. Kwa hiyo tunakuwa na shukrani kubwa sana kama wakimbizi kutokana na vile gisi gani IRC iliweza kutupokea na kutuweka kwa shule bila malipo yoyote. Unapata kwamba shirika hii ilitugharamia kiwango ingine ya juu sana. Sababu ukiniuliza school fees ilikuwa ni bei gani sijui, lakini kwa neema ya Mungu nimesoma, na IRC nasema tena Mungu awabariki. Kwa niaba ya wanafunzi wote wakimbizi tunakuwa na moyo wa shukrani kwa IRC, na zaidi ya yote unapata kuona kwamba walitusaidia pia kwa njia ya fare kuenda na kurudi katika mwaka mzima. Unapata kwamba inakuwa ni jambo nzuri zaidi, tena jambo kubwa kwa shirika hili. Nasema tena Mungu abariki shirika hili, na Mungu azidi kuwatendea mema, na Mungu azidi kuwainua tena zaidi. Na zaidi ya yale tulikuwa na ombi, na kutokana na ombi kwanza, jambo kubwa ni yale nimeleta kama shukrani, kwa sababu si jambo la kawaida kusomeshwa mwaka mzima. Si jambo la kawaida, lakini ni jambo kubwa na ni jambo la kupendeza. Kwa hiyo sisi kama wakimbizi tunakuwa na shukrani kwa IRC, na hasa ombi letu inakuwa ni kulingana na vile tulipomalizia shule kulikuwa na changamoto, maana ilibidi twende hapa na pale, na hasa kama wakimbizi wakashindwa wanaweza fanya nini. Ndiposa ikafanya wakimbizi wajiweke tena pamoja kama walivyochukuliwa na IRC. Tukasema kwamba inaweza kuwa vyema tunaleta ni ombi, inaweza kwenda pale kwa ofisi kusudi ya kutusaidia kwa njia nyingine, kutokana na mambo na kamera. Tunaweza shukuru kama IRC inaweza kutusaidia kwa njia pia ya kamera, sababu tumemaliza shule ni kweli, lakini tunakuwa na changamoto. Tunakuwa na changamoto sababu tunaitishwa pale, lakini tunakosa vyombo. Saa ingine tunaenda tunakodesha, na saa ingine tunakosa, na tukikosa tunashindwa gisi ya kuendelea. Ni kweli tumesoma, na tunakuwa na shukrani pia kwa shule yetu, sababu walimu walitufunza kweli, na hizo vitu viliingia ndani yetu, lakini tunakuwa na hiyo changamoto ya kwenda kufanya kazi hapa na pale sababu ya kamera ama chombo ama vyombo mbalimbali. Ndiposa tunaomba kwa upendo wa Mungu, vile mlivyotupokea pia tunawaomba tena mtusaidie kwa njia ile ya kupata kamera, na itakuwa ni vizuri sana. Kwa hiyo tunaleta hiyo malalamishi kwa IRC, na hasa wale ambao walitumwa hapa ili watubebee yale malalamishi pale. Asante sana.
Timeless, no, round it to pick it at 11. Hey, I go by the name Jabide.
Hi guys, I'm Ufin. My colleague has said everything. May I say thank you to IRC for this opportunity, and also thank you to the capture. Yeah. because IRC could have been there, but without you, we know like we wouldn't be wearing this one here. And yeah, I think he has finished everything I wanted to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Timeless noise. Raundi tupige.
Sawa ni ombi. Tumeomba. Sindio? All right. Thank you, Ufin. Pastor Reverend, thank you very much. I'm sure that IRC will get what you're requesting for. Sindio? Ujumbe utafika. Now, it has been a journey, and it's not just my own journey. Each journey in a replicate. One thing I've come to learn and understand and appreciate is that hizi vitu huenda zikijirudia tu. And that is how I decided, okay, I can share my experience with the rest of you. I can share my knowledge with you. In our presence, we have somebody who we have walked that journey. Hata mimi nilianza mahali penye sikukuwa na kamera. Si mnajua hivyo? Nilikuwa tu mahali penye mko, nilikuwa OD. So, but this journey ilianza tu na kitu inaitwa vision. Si ndio? Unasema manze sitakubali nikae chini hata kama sina kamera, I will hire. But even without hiring, sometimes inakosa hiyo pesa kuhire, and I don't want you to walk that journey all the way vile mimi nilitembea. Ilikuwa ninachosha, ilikuwa ni ngumu, and for that reason, the banner is not here, but we have Canon Africa. Si ndio? Mkienda kununua ama mkienda kutafuta makamera, mnafaa mtafute wapi? Makofi ya Canon. All right. So, but before Canon comes here, we have a very, very important guest. We cannot proceed if we know that most of us are not very, very comfortable living amongst us. They are our brothers, they are our sisters, they are our colleagues, na tunasoma na wao. And amongst us, we know, we have refugees. Sindio? So we have refugees. And we know sometimes, as Kenyans, we have the privilege of living comfortable. But as a refugee, some of those privileges are not easy to get. Kama, for example, one thing we take for hivyo tu, kimzaha, getting an ID, identity card, ile inasema my name is Liki Ndwati, is not a very, very easy thing to get as a refugee. Ninasema ukweli? Hebu nione mkono ya wale wameteseka na hiyo story. Refugees, how many refugees do we have around? Hands up? Okay. All right. So as much as we would like, it is easy for us, we also want to, we are working very hard to make it easy for the refugees. Again, another thing, normally, tumewafunza, yes, you know how to take photos, and you can go out there. Si tunasema, atuongojei tuandikwe kazi. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we will survive. Tukipata job, kudos. Tukikosa job pia, atuketi chini, tunaso. We can be able to do photo shoots on the streets and everywhere else. Sindio? But we know the harassment that comes with that, and especially for refugees. Kuna kitu inaitangwa nini? Kuna kanjo? Kuna nini ingine? Working permits and things like that. They can be such a big challenge. Now, we are at KFCB. This is Kenya Film Classification Board. They also license people in that department. So, at least tunatembea chini yao. Secondly, we have a very important guest called Evans Olepasua. He's from an organization called RAS. RAS is Refugee Affairs Secretariat. So we would like Evans to tell us a bit more on how you can make your life a bit easy. Sawa? Sawa sawa? All right, wapi makofi ya Evans? Tumeambiwa
mengi mazuri tumeyaona, Mungu umetenda, ni kweli wewe muweza. Ulitamka vitu vikawa, neno tulatosha, ukisema umetenda. Harisha Israeli, uliwavusha, kawatoa utumwani.
Hamjambo jamani. My name is Evans Olepaso. I work for Refugee Affairs Secretariat. Refugee Affairs Secretariat is a government organ under the Ministry of Interior. We are the mandated body to manage refugees in Kenya. And I would like to take this opportunity first to thank the management of Capture Media Institute for inviting us for this auspicious ceremony. Bwana Liki, thank you so much because you've really engaged us to make sure that we work with you, especially supporting refugees in this particular journey. I would also want to say congratulations to the class that are graduating today. We wish you all the best in your endeavors, and I hope you are going to make a change from what you've learned today. And for our partner, IRC, thank you so much for sponsoring a number of students. I know it is not easy, and I know you are not only sponsoring students in the capture, we also have other institutions that are also still sponsoring refugees, like the ones who are doing catering, the ones who are doing dressmaking, and I know a number of them who have also graduated from the same. And I think there was a very special request from the refugees that you need to walk with them in their journey. You know, paying for their school fees, and when they complete, they don't have materials to use for their work. I think that makes them not go on well like the Kenyans. And knowing that you are the parents, because refugees, whenever they run or they are here in Kenya, it is us and you partners who work together to ensure that they are comfortable and they are doing their things without any hitch. And I would like to put this to say that my friend from Canon, I know we're also going to engage you so that when it comes to some of these challenges we're also going through, because this journey of refugees is not easy. Ningesema tu kwamba mkiwaona wakiwa pamoja na nyinyi, tunashukuru Mungu sana. Kwa sababu jambo la kwanza, sio institutions mingi zimekubali kuwapokea wao kusoma pamoja na Wakenya. We still have a big challenge, and we are really pushing to ensure that ile right yake pia, kwa sababu sisi tunasema katika field yetu ya refugees are real people. It is because of war and other circumstances that have made them run away from their own countries, and they are here to pursue their goals and their abilities that they have. Katika refugee field, tuko na madaktari ambayo waliqualify kutoka their mother country. Tuko na lecturers katika baadhi yao. Tuko na wale ambayo wako na talanta mbalimbali. Lakini tunasema kwamba hii mzigo ya refugee is not only a Kenyan burden. It's an international burden. Na tunasema kwamba washika dau ndio watasaidia serikali kusukuma hii gurudumu kuhakikisha kwamba refugees pia watapata haki kama watu wengine katika dunia. Katika hali ya refugees, we have urban and we also have camp refugees. And I think for the ones who are with us today, they are from urban. Their documentation ni ya urban. Na wale ambayo tunajua kwamba kutakuwa na hizo changamoto ambayo mlisema kama za mambo za license na hiyo mambo mengine yote, nafikiri hiyo ni mambo ambayo hata sisi tumeweka katika maofisi kadhaa ambayo tunajaribu kuhakikisha kwamba pia refugees wataweza kuaccess KRA pin, wataweza kuaccess driving license, wataweza pia kuaccess class M work permit, kwa sababu hiyo ndio permit ambayo sheria inasema mtapata, na tunasema kwamba tunang'ang'ana kuhakikisha kwamba hizo laini zote zitaweza. Na tunashukuru sana president wetu kwa sababu aliweza kupitisha ile act yetu ya Refugee Act. Nafikiri muliona na mulisikia. Na hiyo act ndio document ingine ambayo tulikuwa tunataka sana ipite, kwa sababu mambo mengi ilikuwa imefungwa kidogo kwa sababu ya hiyo act. Lakini now that we have the act in place, even the commissioner, Bwana Kodek Makori, is really up on his hands to make sure that most of these services that you're supposed to get zitakuwa rendered by the government. Na tunashukuru kusema kwamba congratulations tena, na ninaomba tu yale ambayo mumesoma mkiwa refugees, you know we have a lot. Kuna zile cases zenu ambazo ziko katika urban, kuna zile cases ziko katika camp level. Tunajua kwamba sasa nyinyi ndio mtakuwa muna capture most of these things, kwa sababu hata mkitaka barua ya kutoka Nairobi kwenda Kakuma ama kwenda Dadaab kwenda kufanya kazi ya media, we'll definitely give you the movement passes, because at least now we know you've qualified to do the same. We are also going to ensure that we push other partners kuhakikisha kwamba watawasaidia kama ni hizo mambo za internship, kama ni uwezo fulani. Apart from IRC, we also have UNHCR, we have HIAS, we have Refugee. Tuko na hizo mashirika mengine ambayo wanafanya pamoja na refugees. Now we are also going to make sure that they support you wherever they have, because I remember hata kama juzi tukiwa na hii mambo ya 16 days ambayo inaendelea, 16 days of activism, nyinyi tulikuwa tunatafuta kampuni za kufanya zile zinaitwa animations. Unaona kama mungekuwa approached, si mungekuwa mmepata hiyo pesa, kwa sababu already mlikuwa mumeanza kujua hii maneno. Hiyo mimi nitaenda kupiga debe kwa hizo mashirika yote kusema kwamba tuko na wanafunzi wamefuzu na wanajua mambo ya media na mambo ya photography, mambo ya videography, na ile kazi ambayo itakuwa inafanyika katika hizo mashirika ambayo sio lazima tupatie kampuni zingine, nyinyi mtakuwa pia mnakuwa hired mfanye ile kazi. Na hiyo najua nitashirikiana na ndugu yangu hapa wa IRC ambayo tutaenda kusukuma hiyo maneno, na pia kusukuma hiyo maneno mengine ile ambayo wanafunzi wamesema kwamba wanahitaji usaidizi. Naomba tu ufikishe hiyo kwa ofisi ndiposa pia wapate hiyo usaidizi. Na ninasema kwamba pia katika the Capture Institute, thank you so much for even allowing our refugees to learn in your institute. Bwana Liki, you are moving with us, and we are going to share with also other refugees also to join. Wale wanaweza jilipia, kwa sababu sisi tunasema kwamba hata wao wengine kuna wale wanajiweza. So ule atajiweza kujilipia ambayo maybe hatapitia through IRC, ama kama kuna shirika ingine pia iko na hela na inataka kulipia wawili watatu, the first recommendation tutapatiana ni the Capture. So kwa hayo nimesema asanteni. Kwa wazazi nasema asanti sana kwa kutembea pamoja na wanafunzi. Sio jambo rahisi baada ya kutoka kwa COVID-19. Ni mambo mengi yamefanyika, lakini tunashukuru kwa sababu katika hii class ya the Capture wale walianza 2019 2020, tunashukuru Mungu kwa sababu leo wameweza kuona mwangaza na wameona siku yao ya furaha, kwa sababu ni wengi pia ambayo hawakuweza kutoboa kwa sababu ya majanga ambayo tulikuwa nayo. Lakini sisi tunaweza sema kwamba tushukuru Mungu kwa kuwafikisha mahali hapa na kupata shahada yenu. Na kwa hayo, kwa sababu pia sitaki kuchukua muda mwingi, nasema asanteni kwa wale wote ambao wamehudhuria sherehe hii, na tunatarajia kwamba even next year tutakutana na wengine mahali hapa. Na ningeomba pia kuomba Liki kwamba mwenzangu Damaris alikuwa kuja lakini hajaweza kufika, lakini ametuma salamu mingi kwa the Capture na pia kwa graduates wetu, amesema ako pamoja na sisi. Asanteni sana.
Put your hand, go walk. Your name go open doors. You self go be a boss. Amen. Amen. Everything you put your hand, go walk. Your name go open doors. You self go be a boss. Amen. Amen. Every hustler getting paid.
Ehe. See, ameongea poa. Umesaidika? Now you know where to go, right? As a refugee, you should not get stuck. Sindio? Tusijifiche. We want to help, and they are here to help, and they are mandated to help us. So wao wameajiriwa na serikali kufanya hiyo kazi. So never feel like you are bothering someone. All right? Sawa? All right. Now, swali tata, capital, camera. We need those cameras. We need to know how we can get them. Ama vipi? Sindio? We need to know how we can get them. Hiyo ni jambo gumu. So we have a Canon Africa in the house. Makofi ya Canon. Very good. And we want Canon Africa to let us know a bit about themselves and how they can help us. Calvins, I don't know how far Boniface is. Utamuliza. All right. So we would like to invite Canon Africa. Karibu sana, Mr. John Wambugu.
All right. You look amazing from standing. Jipigieni makofi tafadhali. You all look amazing. And Liki, thank you for that introduction. To, of course, the KFCB, Madam Muluka. Thank you so much. As well to the Capture Media Institute. And as well, my good friend here, Evans, from Refugee Affairs Secretariat. And I think there was also a guest as well from IRC. I think probably they're in the house as well. And to all your good selves this very cold morning. How are you? All right, so my name is John Wambugu. I head what you call business development for Canon, for Eastern Africa. And what we also do is that we are also very key in terms of partnerships and collaborations. All right, there's a saying that says that that the future, the future may lie beyond your vision, but it is not entirely beyond your control, right? And I think we've been able to see that from when I came into the stories that were shared here, and you today are a living testimony to that. Liki is a living testimony to that because he's always he knows where he wants to be, and I think what he has been able to do is create an amazing family that is here today. So slightly before even I go to what we do as Canon, my story is not very, very different from each one of you here. I remember when we were starting off many years ago with Liki, even getting back then, even cameras was a bit impossible. Even getting places to rent those cameras was very impossible. And at the same time, even getting the support to even try and start off a different career path was always as well very, very different. Right now, a couple of years later, things have a bit changed. And of course, even right now, when you tell your parents that you want to pursue film or photography, then it is not something that is very, very different, correct? Sindio? It's not very, very different. And it boils down, even for me, seated where you are at one point, graduating from a school that was called the Mohammed Amin Foundation. But of course, coming on board and then wondering, then where do I start in life? And I think that's where you are today, right? Where you are thinking, okay, So you have got all these skills, but then what next? And a gentleman there who talked, I think the guy in the second row did mention that it's very, very hard to, of course you've got the training, but then what next? I think that's the big question. And of course knowing that if you're a filmmaker or if you're a photographer, the idea is that you have to get equipped so that you can be able then to move on. I think that's quite a big question. So right now what I can say is that as Canon, and myself putting myself in your shoes, because I have been where you are, received this particular training that you've received, and of course going out in the world and wondering then where do I start? What I can say is right now things are a bit easier. And from the Canon perspective and where we are right now, we have a philosophy that is called Kyosei. Kyosei stands for working together for the common good. That is basically what Kyosei then stands for. And whatever we are trying to do even as Canon even right now is to make sure that we are very sustainable in how we are looking at everything else. Our life does not end when we are happy that like this gentleman is using a Canon camera. It doesn't end at that particular point, all right? We are still trying to make sure that we are part of this society, that we can still make sure that we are growing each one and every person. There's an old saying that says that each one teach one, right? And we are very, very key in that. So within that particular philosophy, we have an amazing program that is called Miraisha. And I think I've touched Tuliki on this a couple of times. So Miraisha is spread across 14 African countries. And what Miraisha does is that it empowers the next generation of aspiring photographers and filmmakers across the continent. All right? So, but then how then does that program, because our program is not like what you've been doing, a whole intensive 1 year, 6 years, or 2 years here. We have short courses that go in for maybe a week for 3 days for photography, and 1 week for videography. But now what we've also realized is that most people are thirsty because it's a thirst, right? Thirst that takes you there. A lot of the people that we've been able to empower from Morocco to, to Lagos to Accra, what you've realized is a lot of people also want to be taken through an intensive training. Correct? Like what you've been having here today, right? Most of you, you've been here for what? 1 year, Liki? 6 months? 6 months? So we've realized that most of the people, most of the young people that we've been able then to inspire or for those particular skills, they want to learn more, they want to get better skills, because ours is a crash course. And so we've started off a program which is now 2 years old, where we are sponsoring, and I like what IRC and what Evans talked about on what you're doing even as the Refugee Affairs Secretariat, is that you're still able to see that there's an opportunity, and you're able then to put a bit of coin on that and support institutes like what my good friend Liki here is doing. So 2 years ago, we started off a program, and we call it a scholarship program. So the top students who've gone through our Miraisha program, we are able to come and give them a 1 year scholarship in institutions like what he's doing, like what you have today, all right? Now, because of someone told me, COVID, we skipped them. They are called the COVID years. But we have been able to, this year we have been able to take some students. And on that particular merit is where then we are saying that even because we are seeking for more partnerships as well, institutions that like this that are very organized, it's been a lovely experience, correct? Even from what you've come and talked here, very diverse. So we are saying that we can then be able then to go on further and really try and seek partnerships with people like, with the institutions like the Capture Media Institute. I think that's lovely, right? And we are hoping that we can be able then to foster that moving forward. So from me basically is to say that I will not talk about the intricacies of how you buy a camera and so, but what we can say is that we have a local presence here. That was never a way before. Madam Maluka here, I think, is also maybe one of the beneficiaries. I think you did mention that 2 years, but was it 2 years back that the company took you to the Netherlands? Yes. Yes. By BS. So yes, so as you can see, we are not isolated, correct? We are trying to make sure that we are fostering and we are part of this great community, of this great industry, and of course then pushing the industry forward, because that is what is very, very critical in these particular times. So so basically that's it. The other bit that we've been able to do as I'm winding up is that we've been able to also very much so localize the brand. Ladies and gentlemen, gone are those days where we used to see a camera coming out, a camera is probably being launched, a product is being launched, and then we just have people from Europe who are doing the test and everything else. What now you're seeing is a lot of local people then who are actually like yourself, skilled people like yourself. There's a gentleman hapa amesema tuonane kwa kazi, and for sure people who are doing whatever they are doing and they are good at it. Those are the people we are picking up as influencers. I can tell you right now, in the last 2 years, we have involved more than 20 local content producers. All right? And they are the people who, when a camera comes out, when a product comes out, we give them, we test it, and even most times we pay them because we understand that you're creatives, correct? We give you something as well to create that particular content. People like Paras, who are maybe in wildlife, people like maybe Enosolik, maybe you've heard of him, who's in the video industry. We've now involved Licarion as well. So different people who are doing something as well that is positive within the industry. So what I can say is, and I speak this as a person, and again, probably I've taken too long, but I speak this as a person who has sat where you've sat. I speak as a person who has gone through the struggles that probably you might venture into. And what I can say is that the passion that you have, what I see in your faces right now, that passion, ladies and gentlemen, is what will keep that fire burning when it is not easy. But passion truly does come with a cost. All right? Passion does come with a cost. And the cost is that you have to be committed. You have to blend your vision. You have to blend your attitude, the right work ethic. You have to blend where you want to be into a personal commitment. All right? And that will get you through when it is not very, very easy. Because passion, ladies and gentlemen, can get you as far. It will keep that fire burning, but you need something extra. All right? And that's the truth when I look at you guys. That's the truth. You have to keep, but something else is that you need each other. You graduating here today, congratulations again to each one of you. And to congratulations again, we forget to also your parents who've been able to take you through this. And for even institutions like that have been given you these particular platforms. The idea is that you need each other as well. It is not an easy industry, but it is worthwhile. All right? It is worthwhile at the end of the day. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Today you've got the privilege to actually sit here. Not so many people have had that particular chance. Education, especially around maybe the continent, I'll say, in most places is not a right. In many places it is a privilege, right? And it is not sad that it is that, but then what I can say is that you're very blessed to sit right here and be graduate. So as Canon, ladies and gentlemen, DCapture, we will work with you. We will continue working with you. And I do believe that I'll say that even in the coming year, I think you can expect quite a lot of collaborations from us because I've seen you're doing something amazing. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to each one of you. Asanteni sana.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go, come on. Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see you.
Mmesikia hiyo? Canon Africa. So mmesikia? Ehe. So tunajua mahali ya kwenda kusumbuana. Ama tunajua, si ndio? We know who to follow. At least Canon Africa, if they are here amongst us, they are the people to find. Si ndio? Mbali haui. Si mnajua? So we want people who are here who can find and tell them, manze, nataka kamera. Kamera yangu inadu imespoil. Manze, tunataka partnerships ya vile tunaweza. Kuna kitu moja John Wambugu amesema. Make sure you know where your colleague, your classmates, stuff like that mali wako. Reason being, you don't know when you will need them in future. Mimi tukimit na Wambugu tulikuwa tunaingia industry. Sikuwahi jua Wambugu ndo atakuwa mdosi Canon Africa. Ala, umechikia sorry? Sikujua. Nakaa kuna msota angeniambia then that time ati unachikia uboy tu mna hustle naye hapa hivi. Yeye ndo atakuwa mdosi huko. So my friends, please try and ensure that you keep your networks very very close. Sawa? Huyo mse mwenye unamwona kando yako, huyo ndo huyo. He's your answer. Katungewahi juana na Wambugu those days, it would have been very difficult to ask him to come here. Mnanipata? You understand? So try and make sure that you keep touch. Pigeni tu awase simu. Buda, siku hizi uko wapi? Unaendelea aje? So one day ujui, labda mtamreplace ama mtani replace. Si ndio? Atukai hapa forever. Ama? I will not be here forever. Ama our bosses. Anyway, having said that, it is, I think, very important to recognize our parents. They have worked so tirelessly. There are parents who call me very late in the night, including jana, wakiniambia, manze, huyu msee lazima asotiwe. Sawa? Na tunakusort with or without your knowledge. All right? But you have also made your parents very, very proud. We know, si tunajua kuna wenye tulianza na wao na wakafika mahali, and we know the stories amongst us. So I want to encourage yourselves and tell you, manze, congratulations, keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. But it is very important that we also recognize and appreciate our parents. I am looking for Mama Greg at this point. Hata kama utatusalimia tu. Are you here? Alice? Are you here by show of hands? Come. The other parents? DJ shikilia kidogo. The other parent, Baba Momon, just come and say hi. Na si bagui, so don't feel bad if I do not call you if you're there. Elizabeth? Okay, ujafika. Sawa. And IRC? Is it okay? All right, sawa. Thank you very much, Alice.
Hi everybody, good morning or afternoon, I'm not sure. Hope you are doing well. I am Alice Ogenjo, as you have been told. My son is known to as Gregory Okema. Where are you, Greg? You can stand, please. Yeah, Greg is my firstborn son and is now doing his attachment program at Ebru. Mi ni yule mmoja niko so proud about our institution, and my big thank to our director, Mr. Liki Ndwati, and his entire administration. So nawashukuru tu sana, and this gives me hope when seeing Gregory when he's out of the studio, anatafutwa. Anatafutwa, naambiwa tu unahitajika. So I know he has something. And he had already, you mentored him. So sina hata saa zingine napata nikishindwa la kusema. Mumempatia something of which ana demonstrate or kufanya pale, ana apply. So congratulations to everybody, to the students who are now graduating. Thank you a lot, and tunawatakia kila la heri, na mtakuwa pale mna your wishes are. So asante sana.
Asante Bwana Ndwati, sababu tumeongea naye kwa muda refu lakini hatujawahi kutana. Asante kwa pongezi kwa wanafunzi the graduates, sababu imekuwa leo ni siku yenu na ni furaha sana sababu mmehitimu. La pili ile ningeweza kusema, nimesikia hapa mkiambiwa kuajiriwa sio lazima. Na mimi nakumbuka wakati nilikuwa nikisoma tulikuwa tunaambiwa you better be innovative and creative. So at the end of the day, you be an entrepreneur ambaye hata wewe utaweza taka kuajiri watu kama Ndwati vile alifanya. Vile huyo mwingine, what was this? Huyo Akano. All they have time to be entrepreneurs. Kama Ndwati hakuanza hii institute, amunge kwa wapi? Amunge kwa hapa. Nonana is very comfortable. So it's just a matter of somebody taking time. You think, alafu just ile nafasi imewachwa. Mnasikia? You think within the community where you are, or be in Nairobi, wapi iko gap? Do just your gap ambayo iko pale. If you become innovative and creative, utajaza your gap pale Mr. Ndwati. Lakini if you don't think, huwezi jaza nini? Your gap. Imekuwa ngumu sana sababu tuko na watoto wengine, tuko na kazi zingine, lakini tunashukuru Mungu sababu tumeweza kupata pesa ile mmeweza kusomea mpaka wakati huu. Mimi naitwa Patrick Mbatiany, kijana wangu ni Michael Momon, sijui kwa ndio huyo. Yeye alitoka Nakuru na sisi tulitoka Narok, ndio naona hata tulijaribu kujamili tukasa mahali nyingine. Lakini nashukuru imekuwa wakati mzuri, hawa sasa wako tayari. Ni kama wale warani tunasemanga warani wako tayari kwenda vita. Si mko tayari kwenda vita? Ama mko tayari? Ile tu pengine Ndwati mimi naambianga Ndwati, jaribu ni kama mawazo yangu nao imekuwa jaribu vile hii watoto watapata kamera sababu imekuwa pesa mingi. Ukiambia kamera nyingine 80,000, 100,000, nuko na mtoto mwingine university, kuna mwingine college, unaona saa zingine inakuwa shida. Lakini nashukuru sana. Hata nimeshukuru nimeona kuna huyo ndugu yangu alikuwa anaitwa Lenga. Nimefurahi kukuona sababu sina semanga tuko ndani kwa serikali tuko wachache kweli. Na kama kuna vile serikali itasajili wa Masai tutafurahi sababu tuko wachache sana kwa ndani serikali. Ukikuta mmoja ni kama ameshikilia hiyo community yote. Kwa hivyo tunasema asante, nimefurahi kwa kuona, nimefurahi kabisa. Asanteni.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ndwati. My name is Elizabeth Njeri. Mimi pia ni mzazi wa mmoja wenu mpaka hapa. Hata mkiniona niko mdogo. I'm a parent. Mimi sina mengi ya kuwaambia. Ila niwaambie tu kazi yenye mmefanya kwa hiyo wakati mmekuwa mnasoma haiwezi kuwa ya bure. Everything you do in your life it has the results. But if you just do it for the sake, there's no way God can bless you. There's no way God can put you to the step where you want to be or where you want to find yourself. Mnaelewa? So chenye na tunaweza waambia ni kazi yenye mmefanya mjue sio ya bure na itakuwa na mafanikio kwenyu. And then at the same time sione kama mahali mmefika ni mwisho. Mtu akiweza hata chenye naweza waambia mtu akiweza apate kazi, at least unaendelea na kusoma, unapata hata kama ni master, unajipata mwenyewe unajisomesha. Cause sometimes ni vizuri hata kusaidia wazazi, si ndio? Na I mean everything you do will always have the results. So mimi ni mzazi wa John Kanyinge. Sijui kama amefika ama ako Korani. Nilikuwa tu najua mtashangaa mkijua mzazi wake. Mimi ndiye mzazi wake. So Mungu awabariki sana na kazi yenye mmefanya ni mzuri sana ya kukosa kutu let down. Cause huwa tunajikakamua sana ndio tuwafikishe mahali mmefika. Ni kweli ama si kweli?
Sasa Mungu awabariki sana, na penye mnaomba, kila mtu mahali anaomba Mungu amfikishe, mtafika. And at the same time wenye wanaenda Machakos, wish you a good time, na tunataka kuona chenye mtaenda kufanya huko.
Asante sana. Thanks, Elizabeth. Calvin.
Good morning. God is good and all the time. So I'm Calvin's and I'm representing IRC. So I'm here as a parent, and I think I'm having a lot of children as compared to the rest of the parents. So by a show of hands, how many students are sponsored by IRC and are graduating today?
Every hustler getting paid.
So let us just rise.
Enough.
Okay, thank you. Let's have a seat. So today is your day, and as IRC, we are very much pleased to see the journey you started many months ago coming to an end today. Sindio? And the most important thing is not today's event. The most important thing is what next after today. Sindio? Tumekaa kwa DCAPTURE for the last few months or for the last few years. But how will you use the skills you've gained from the DCAPTURE to earn a living? Because I'm 100% sure that whatever we were being trained on is to ensure each and every one of us in the near future we become self-reliant. Sindio? So, safari ndo imeanza as from today. Wacha tuende nje tujitume. Tutafute kazi. Sindio? Wacha tukue na marafiki. Hapa nje huwezi tembea peke yako, na kuna msemo inasemekana, ukitaka kwenda mbali tembea na mwenzako. Si ni ukweli? Lakini ukitaka kufika mahali haraka, enda peke yako. Utafika haraka lakini bila kitu. So on behalf of IRC, we are very much happy, and much appreciation goes to the DCAPTURE College, because they are the ones who have been giving you this kind of training. So when you go out, you'll be like ambassadors of the DCAPTURE College. When you become successful in life, even the DCAPTURE itself, they'll be happy. Sindio? So on behalf of the refugees, or IRC does not only support refugees, but we all support both Kenyans and refugees. And even amongst the graduates, I think not only the refugees from IRC are graduating, there must be Kenyans within that group. Sindio? How many Kenyans are there in that group? Yeah, we have Kenyans. So I don't have much to say. Mine is to congratulate you. Let's go out, wacha tujitume, let's fight, and our life will become successful. So once again, I congratulate all the graduates, plus the DCAPTURE College, and may God bless you. So there's that one request that was made in terms of the materials when you go out there, in terms of the cameras. So message itafika, sawa sawa. Nitapeleka message, and let's just be positive and optimistic. All shall be well. Sawa sawa. So may God bless you.
Everything you put your hand, go walk. Your name go open doors.
Asante sana Bwana Calvins. Sasa, I would like to Is there a representative from L'Africana? L'Africana. L'Africana. Hakuna. Shofco. Shofco. Hakuna pia. Sawa sawa. Now we will move on. Sasa tumefika pale ndipo mahali ambapo tumeshikiliwa. We have been supported. We truly give a lot of thanks to KFCB, Kenya Film Classification Boards. Please.
Everything you put your hand go up, your name go open doors. You self go be a boss. Amen, amen. Sister, where one man sees, until where they find begin.
I've been told to do the honors to introduce the guest of honor. And Licky, did you pull a gender card? The ladies should introduce the ladies. First of all, we'd like to say a round of applause to everybody who graced the event. Please, let's stand up. Let's bring back life into the graduation ceremony. We are about to get to that part where everybody will hold their certificate and be proud of the work you've put in. I don't know, as a student, I used to struggle a lot. Sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night to read. Sometimes when Licky was giving me the course on digital marketing, there are things I couldn't get and couldn't understand. And sometimes you get a mental block, you don't know what to do. It's been quite a journey, right? Sometimes you have personal problems, but you have to attend class and do all that. So you need to give yourself a pat on the back for the far that you have come. But before that, we get back to our choreographer for today. Licky, I think we need to add him to the budget. Yes, choreographer amefanya kazi leo. Choreographer, lazima tu urudi. Is there any lady choreographer here? I remember one of the speakers who spoke aliwaambia, kimbelembele ni poa. You know, labda he's just going to get a job right here. As a matter of fact, mimi nikipata the next wedding I will be emceeing, uyu ndo choreographer, ashapata job. Any lady choreographer we can have so that we can have the final dance as we welcome in class and style our guest of honor today. Ndo huyo hapo? Nipeni jina, tafadhali. Ladies have to represent ladies. Our guest of honor is a lady in power, and we have to show her that we got her. And we have to have a lady from the capture. I'm afraid, Bwana Director, I'm afraid we don't have a graduation today. The ladies have refused. The guest of honor is a lady. Mtutu mmoja ajitolee. Ati nani? Mbuvi. Ufin. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You'll start us off? Starts and then you. Sindio, let's go DJ.
Kila mtu anajua challenge. Kila mtu anajua challenge. Mko ready? Mko ready? DJ kula pause. DJ kula pause. Hii ni kitu ni kama tutaifanya. Nyinyi hamtaki. Tuendeni nyumbani. Wazazi, mnaweza tupea fare turudi kwa nyumba. Nikaa watu wataki kugraduate. Mko ready? Kila mtu anajua challenge ama niwafunze kwanza ndio tuanze? Niwafunze. Haya, weka mguu wa right mbele. Mguu wa right mbele. Then unahesabu 1 2 3 4 una shift. Mguu wa left unahesabu 1 2 3 4 then unaenda mbele. Tuko sawa? Tuko sawa? Nani hayuko sawa turudie? Turudie mara ya mwisho. Turudie tena, narudia. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 then unaenda unakula pause unarudi. Tuko sawa? Nitawapeleka. DJ. Tungoja tuanze. Hapo. Nice and easy, nice and easy. One time. 5 6 7 8 1.
Jerusalema.
Twende na 1 2 3 4. Twende mbele.
Ndoloze.
Rudi nyuma.
Zumangishilana Jerusalema Ikayalami Ilonoloze Uhambe nami Zumangishilana Dawo yami Alikolana Buso wami Aukolana Ilondoloze
Kula ngoma. Kula ngoma. Kula ngoma pole pole.
Alikolana.
Aya. Kila mtu uko ready? Mko ready? Sa. 5.
Ilondoloze.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ruka.
Ilondoloze.
Jump up.
Ilondoloze.
Jump up. Haya, mfurahishe watoto. Mkono hapa. Mkono hapa. 1. 3. Skip. 1, 2. 2. Skip. 1, 2. Kwenda nyumba.
Alikolana Buso wami Aukolana
Ruka.
Ilondoloze Zuhambe nami Dawo yami Alikolana Buso wami Aukolana Ilondoloze
Tupe. Kila mtu hapa. Twende. Jump. Twende. Haya, twende hapa. Mkono hapa. Kila mtu mkono hapa. Twende. 1. 2. Hapo. Twende. Nesanize. One time. Haya, taka na ufunze mmoja rais. Mko ready? Twende. Ruka. One time. Energy. One time. Nesanize. Mko ready? Mko ready? 1. 2. Mko ready? Twende kazi energy. Give me some energy. Mko ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Make some noise. One time.
Anachukua, anaweka.
Aya. Wapi makofi ya official choreographer tu. Alafu sasa hiyo wimbo ndio tutatumia. We want to welcome and acknowledge our guest of honor, KFCB. Her name is Nelly Muluka. Karibu tena sana. Uko na hewa? Mnapumua? Wenye wapumui amwendangi gym? Let's welcome our guest of honor. Pole pole aje DJ. Akuje na ameweza ama hajaweza? Guest of honor wetu ameweza ama hajaweza? Kama ameweza sema ameweza. Hapo sawa, karibu sana.
Nimeweza ama sijaweza?
Ameweza.
Lakini hata hivyo huo wimbo tulikuwa tunataka kubani kisirisiri, sasa mnanifanya nicheze. God is good, and all the time, and of course that is his nature. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nelly Muluka, as you've been told, and I'm definitely happy to be here. I'm not here to bore you. I hope you will be listening to me. There are times you talk and maybe nobody's listening, but when one is doing, unasema asante, si ndio? Sisi wacha hizi niweza kuvaa. Asante. So I was just telling her I'll be using my glasses. When I was your age, I would look around because I was looking for somebody. And when I discovered them, then now I'm free to use this because I'm looking for something, not somebody. Sini mzuri. Kwanza, before I get on to my official speech, I just want to thank Liki. I want to thank the students because I'm really happy to be here. Actually, when Liki spoke to me, I said, you are my family. Can you imagine you are my family? Do you want me to be your family? And later on, I'll tell you why you are my family. And I said I'll be here. I really also want to say I'm happy to realize Canon are here. We've worked with them before. He's spoken to you. Those who have ears have heard. That's one of the right people to follow after this. Okay, I'll get to my speech, and then maybe if there's anything else, I'll talk. So, Mr. Likindwati, I come from government. We always read these speeches, and it's important to, then we get to this, it's as our routine. Mr. Likindwati, Director, the Capture Media Institute, representatives from the National Industrial Training Authority, Kenya Media Houses, representatives from IRC, representative from Refugees Affairs Secretariat, graduates, parents, other partners, even if I've not mentioned you, invited guests, invited, I believe even if you just came, you are now invited. I declare you invited. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Is it still morning? And for our students from Congo and Rwanda, bonjour à tous et toutes. Ça va? Vous allez bien? On ensemble. Merci beaucoup. Okay, so I'll read. Hiyo tuna flows tu ndio mjue spangwingwi na jipanga. On behalf of Kenya Film Classification Board, let me take this earliest opportunity to thank the management of the Capture Media Institute for inviting the board to participate in this graduation ceremony themed Promoting Independent Content Producers, as we celebrate a significant milestone of new talent in the content creation industry. I'm indeed most humbled to preside over this ceremony as your chief guest, an honor that you are giving me for a second time and the board for a third time. Kuniita hapa mara ya pili, it shows that when I was here last time you were happy, sindio? Ndwati, were you happy? I knew. Okay, as I go on, allow me therefore to commend your institution for the choice of the theme of the day, as well as your management's determination to contribute towards identification and nurturing of young talents. Okay, even if you are not young, you would be young at heart, for wealth and job opportunity creation in line with the presidential Big Four agenda, as well as the Vision 2030. Today, unlike the customary way where we would be encouraging all graduates to seek employment in media houses and related fields, this year's theme is peculiar, for it's open and it leaves the graduates with the option based on their talents, passion, in line with what you've studied. Well done. We are not here today to say go and look for a job. because from your theme, I can see it is open and it leaves you with a lot of options. All the options are relative. Dear graduates, as you live here today, you will be on your own, and what you do with the skills that you've acquired at the capture is key for the foundation of your future careers and your success. You must be creative. You've been told all this. It's unfortunate I'm speaking last, but even if I repeat, just look like you are happy to hear these things once more, Cindy. And you can even clap for me because I'm repeating things. Repetition is called emphasis. I'm emphasizing on what you are told even by your parents. You must be creative and innovative to survive in the business space. Anywhere, even where we are, you have to be creative, you have to be innovative. If you think you are going to do the same thing the same way with the things of yesterday and get today's results, it is not possible. So innovation, creativity, they may be relative, but think not even outside the box. Let the box not exist. So what am I saying? Fortunately, the rise of the digital media provides open platforms for everyone willing to become a content producer. If well and responsibly utilized, social media platforms will enable you to earn an income while pursuing your passion, as well as becoming employers, thus contributing positively to the GDP. If I can explain on that a bit, actually COVID has been both, it has provided challenges and opportunities. With the advent of COVID and with the people in the houses, now it's become a custom that there are more eyeballs on the social media platforms. And we see, I was shocked when I found our driver, a man of about 59. Thank you. Okay, so I said I was talking about the platforms. They are available, and it's all up to you, as we've talked about creativity and innovation, to choose which platform, go there with your work. And if you use it, I've used the word responsibly, because using it responsibly would also not mean going doing things that are just out of here wild, maybe looking for likes, looking for fame in a way that may end up destroying you. So look for those opportunities that you want to put there. Tell stories of development, stories of human interest. The people from the IRC, those who are being the refugees. I happen to have worked in Dadaab, I've worked in Kakuma, I've worked in Central Africa Republic. There are human interest stories that you can draw from those places and write those stories, place them out there. Come up with just a little thing that is captivating, and you'll find that once, twice people watch, they'll get there, and that's where you'll make your money. It doesn't always have to be sex and nudity and drink. You know, there are people who believe if you want to tell a story, of course they say a willing seller and a willing what? Buyer. But the serious buyer will not come for that many times. So you think along those lines, go to those platforms, turn your skill into something that can be sustainable. And then remember, while we are still looking at this, you've been told about networking, you've been told about collaboration. You network, you collaborate, do not be so mean. You want to hide what is yours and you want to gain from somebody else. You can come together and produce something together and definitely share the what? The spoils at the end of the day. Remember, the power of the creative industry as an important vehicle for social, cultural, and economic development cannot be ignored anymore, as it has become a critical part of our day-to-day life and socialization. As I've just pointed out, for example, COVID having also contributed as an enabler to this. So the ball is in your court, and what you do with it will determine what will happen after today. Ladies and gentlemen, success and failure present themselves at times, or rather more often than not, in equal measures. But the choice is what? Yours. And how should you choose? Choose wisely. I heard him say here, wazazi ama wawapatie fare, murudi nyumbani. Mambo ya wazazi kuwapatia fare, after today, you think about what am I going to do so that my parent does not have to educate me, give me a skill, and keep giving me what? Fare. Hata na kama ni wale madems ile fare ingine ile. Pia don't think beyond your fare. That fare is not sustainable. Think about how your skill can sustain you beyond your fare. Hiyo unakula tu na unakaa nyumbani ukiendelea kufanya kazi yako na hii skill. Si ndio ladies? Wako tu wamenyamaza, wataki kusema yes, juu wataki kukula hiyo fare. Okay, as I go on, dear graduates, it is estimated, here I'm giving some figures, and I hope you also like figures. I know there are people who are creatives and what, ukianza figures, hata sasa wanaanza kutubo. Let me bring them here. It is estimated that photos and videos comprise over 80% of all internet activities. Photos and videos. And here you are, my friends. Just waiting for you. Over 500 hours of video is uploaded every minute, much via YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and all those other ones that belong maybe to young people that I may not know, but the ones I've mentioned, if you go and look for my name, you will find me there and very active, making my extra money from there. I've given you a secret. So look at 80%, look at over 500 hours of just loading of those things. Of course, you load good ones. If you do not load anything that has moral values, then you'll only have perverts and just a few sycophants coming along, but nobody will pay for that. So as I said again, something that is unique being loaded here. Let's take advantage of those platforms. This is made better for Kenya's budding filmmakers and other creatives, photographers, whatever skill you have, since Kenya is leading in Africa with its internet penetration at 85.2%. Can you imagine? I was in Tanzania last week, with all the due respect. In my other field, I also am with the Kenya Basketball Federation. I've played for my country, and I'm still an executive member there. So when the teams are going out, I take advantage of that. So it's good to be a bit diverse. Yes, and you know, if nobody will sing your praises, sing them. After all, they are yours. Don't be afraid. What I was going to say, so I realized in Tanzania, connectivity was a problem. And every time I would say, oh, I love Tanzanians. If there are any in the house, I love you. I'm just saying this as a fact. Connectivity, Kenya, we are lucky. Take advantage of that. Use these platforms, and you can make your money. You are lucky because you know how to do it. We don't. We have to wait for somebody to do theirs, and we share with a comment. But you can be the originator. We are told over 10.4 million content consumers present an enormous opportunity for independent content producers, and you can do it. There is here, of course, I'd put internetworldstats.com to just show these are not things from my mind, but I've researched on it. I want to urge you to take advantage of the same, other than waiting for employment in the ever-shrinking white-collar job spaces. You ask somebody, what are you doing? Nangoja tu nipate mtu. I'm waiting to get somebody to probably connect me. When they ask you, what do you do? I tell them, who connected you? There is no connection just like that. Above, the first one is God, but God cannot work in a vacuum. God works with your skills, with your determination, with your desire, and he can connect you. No matter how many people you know out there, if you go, you are looking for connections, don't believe in connection, believe in yourself. There are no shortcuts in life. So you just take advantage of such start. When you come, you tell somebody, I've done ABCD. What can we add to that? Even the Bible is clear. Those who have, more will be added. For those who don't, what will happen? Even that little they have will be taken away. So you don't go and tell somebody, I started at the capture and not after to network. You need anything. Like people who apply for a job in anything. That, dear sir, I'm applying for a job in your organization for anything I can do. You're not doing anything is a very risky word. That will not be your portion. However, the content that you post will also make or destroy you. I've already said that. As such, I urge you to use the internet-driven platforms responsibly. Remember, the internet does not what? Forget. You know stories you've seen here in Kenya. You may be lucky and you are going to get a job somewhere. They go back to your internet. They realize the things you had been posting were things that can only be classified by KFCB under 18 and above, or to be banned and restricted. So whatever you post there will determine. And let me encourage you that there are jobs in this sector. I don't know, our photographer who has been here, I proudly at times like introducing him. Is Eric around here? Yes, so Eric, our chief photographer. I can't see him, maybe I have to do this. I can only see him on the screen. Or is it out there? Is somebody who went to the Kenya Film School, and then now you see he's our chief photographer. Kenya Film School is just your equivalent, aren't they? So these jobs can also be there. And it's not just him, I've seen many others. And you know, as I've said, it's really not about networks and connection, but being in the right place at the right time. When we met in ZIF, and I just saw he was doing a good job. I said, why don't you apply with the rest? And then we check social media, you look at what he's been posting and all that, and if he's not the one abusing people, saying, maybe you go right when you are told even by KFCB, can you remove, Miss Pangwingwi? Tutakupanga tu, sindio? So I'm just talking to you as a mother, as a custodian of clean content, and as your chief guest, as your friend, as somebody who's been here. Clean content pays. It is sustainable. In a bid to support you as content creators, KFCB has developed an e-system, and we've moved to a central online platform where you can get any of our services with a lot of ease. Your request is reviewed, approved instantly in the shortest time possible, so you don't have to come to our offices. They're just up here, but it's also good to come there in the process of walking around. You never know whom you might see. But I'm trying to say you still do not need to come. We've made the services easier, even more thanks to COVID. Wherever you are applying from, as long as you want to produce. You know, when you are with the Leaky, you are producing, and maybe at times Leaky did not need to come to us. He only told us this is for education what? Purposes. And now it is no longer for education purposes. It will be for business where you need to go and exhibit. It's important that you visit our platforms, see the requirements of all the things you'll be doing that need to go out there. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just telling you, my own son, I took him to JKUAT, and I asked him, where do you stay? He did not tell me. He just said, that house you took me. And I waited. Then one day I said, I have to go. He said, don't come, let me come. And you know, I've been a teacher and I'm a parent, I knew. Vile ule mzazi aliongea hapa labda kaukora, hata mimi nikajua labda kuna kaukora. And then he came home and he told me, Mommy, I don't want to do those things. I don't know agro-business, what. I want to be a creative. I almost hit the roof. I said, I took you to school all this time to go and do creative. He said, Mommy, I will prove you wrong. I'll do it. The father could not take it. And then I convinced him. You know, women are good at convincing. They even convinced Adam to eat the fruit from the snake. So after the convincing, he said the boy can do. He has created a lot of good songs. They are on YouTube. They are all over. I see them play even in the US. Now I quickly say, you know, that one playing is for my son. When I go anywhere, I should have brought him here. I introduced him. You know, he's a musician. And of course, I took him to college like this, and he did, so that he's not just any paparazzi or whatever. At least he has his papers. He's doing it well, and I'm confident. I've seen that. I know. I'm confident when you go out there, you will succeed. May that be your portion. So we do license play stations, we do video shops, we do video shows, film distribution licenses, PSV, we have this Nairobi Film Center, we do filming agents, the theater film exhibition, many a variety. You can look on our platforms and see what interests you. And then as I'm drawing towards the end, I reiterate our board's commitment to effective service delivery to the creatives. I want to assure you of an unwavering support of our pursuits to prosperity within the law. Duarte, we are still there to work with you, to help you, to give advice. Even your students, next time, can you call us while they are still in, so that we tell them more about classification, content production, and all that, so that they don't produce and we come and ban. Sindio? I call upon all to join our clean content campaign aimed at protecting children from exposure to inappropriate content. At this point, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate our true guests of honors, the graduates, without whose efforts we would not be here today. As we release you to go to the real world, mine is to wish you all the best. I wish you God's blessings. I wish you success. I know you will succeed. May that be your portion in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Missy Pangwingwe. 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 Missy Pangwingwe.
I'd like to call upon all our guests of honors. It has come to that part of our graduation ceremony where we give to our students what is due to them. As our guest of honor, the communications manager, Kenya Film Classification Board. You know, one thing I like is seeing women in power. We've seen so many of these positions being taken over by men. It's not a gender fight. It is a fact, yes. She is a lady in power, and we are really humbled by your very wise words, and we will listen to it. Makofi yake ni ngapi? Tafadhali tusimameni, tafadhali. Thank you very much for honoring our request to come for this particular event. Whatever you do in accordance to what she has said, Kenya is about papers. This particular paper is going to determine who you're going to be. You might be very qualified, lakini ukifika pale utaulizwa, where are your papers? So this is a very big step, and thank you very much, Nelly Muluka, for that particular speech. I'd like to also acknowledge all our guests of honors. We'd like to acknowledge you for coming here and giving a word or two to our students. We have come to that part where we want to give them their certificates, but according to the housekeeping rules, we need to initiate this process. Sindio? DJ, choreographer. But make it a bit soft, eh? Most of us have not gone to the gym that much like you. You have a lot of energy. I must say I'm in the category of most of us now. Somebody has seen the sanitizer, please?
We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, for I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. I'm working in power, I'm working miracles, I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. Hey. 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 We are a chosen, come on. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Yeah. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. Come, we've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am.
Thank you very much. The rest of the students, we can take our seats, and without further ado, we will call in 4 names. The students will line up here, and then one by one, you will come and pick your certificates. First of all, congratulations to you all. Second of all, we wish you all the best in your next endeavor. And we are asking you to be as aggressive as possible. It is a very tough world out here. So I will start with the names. This is my second time to do this particular ceremony. So like you, Nelly, even I have been trusted to be here for the second time, which I don't take for granted. I am very humbled, the Media Institute. And normally, hizi majina zinakuanga noma. Some of us have very difficult names, but I'm going to try my best. Just so you know, I'm Luo, so there are some words that are going to mix each other, so you will understand. Sindio? John Michael. Meanwhile, as we wait for John Michael, Collins Kamau, Usabinema Octave, Simon Maitambide, Gregory Morara Okemwa. Let's all line up, starting with John Michael. Alafu mutuangwangwe kapicha na kwa Facebook mupost. Mpigieni John makofi tafadhali. John Michael. Alafu ukiona mtu wako anapatiwa certificate, mumu appreciate, si ndio? Let's appreciate each other. Na usipo appreciate mtu, hata wewe uta appreciatiwa. And then we are live on all the Capture Media Institute feeds. You're going to see the video. Alafu utaona uja appreciatiwa. Makofi kwa John Michael. Up next, Collins Kamau. Kolo, Rudi Kolo. Nimesema mupigie Kolo makofi tafadhali. Thank you, Kolo. Usabinema Octave. What a name. Simon Maitha Mbide. Doyo. Gregory Morara Okemwa. Mpigie makofi tafadhali. Michael Mpatiani Momon. Bonsomire Patrick Mogisho. Walter Mwema Kialo. Ives Ishimwe. Elidad Nzemiana Ndayasenga. Tafadhali tupige makofi as they receive their certificates. DJ Dance. Elijah Mugisho. Firahol Mohammed Jamal. Noel Manix Mikindo. Mohammed Ali Aliyo. Hamdi Ahmed Abdul. Gilbert Ndukurio. Nionkuru Patrick. Wapigieni makofi tafadhali. Let's keep at it. Who do we have right now? Ives Ishimwe. Mumpigie makofi. Elidad Nzemiana Ndayasenga. Elijah Mugisho. Elijah Mugisho. Congratulations. Firahol Mohammed Jamal. Makofi yake tafadhali. Congratulations. Noel Manix Mikindo. Noel Manix Mikindo. Oh, Mohammed Ali Aliyo, that's that. Hamdi Ahmed Abdul. Abdi is the one. Gilbert Ndukirio. You got a lot of support. That's nice. Uondo bazu. Yendo bazu. Kumanisha? Okay. Nionkuru Patrick, Alexis Rushimisha, Sinei Abate Chernet, Bienvenue Nshizirungu, Espoir Nzakabikaza. Let's all line up. Nzabakiza. Wait, what a name. Again, Nionkuru Patrick. That's Nionkuru. Sinai Abat Chernet. That's you. Congratulations. Followed by Bienvenue Nshizirungu. Espoir Zabakiza. Where are you? Espoir? There you are. Danny Bigirirambe. Sorry? Danny? Is Danny here? Patrick Kamau. Followed by Sophia Mweni. Freddy Munyakazi Mutambwigwa. Bahizire Samson Nabintu Judith Kanywengwe. Diana Waidera Mombi. Mohammed Faraj. Kelvin Kipkoech. Let's come. Nani huyu? Patrick. Diana. Aya, huyo ni Patrick Kamau. Mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Sophia Mweni. Makofi yake tafadhali. Congratulations. Freddy Munyakazi Mutambigwa, that's you. Bahizire Samson. That's Bahizire Samson. Congratulations. Makofi yake tafadhali. Na Bintu Judith Kanyuengwe. Ayuko? Diana Waidera Mombi. Ala? DJ, ngoja nipatieni hiyo story. Story ni nini? D. Nisaidieni kucreate hiyo content. Content ni nini? D unapendwa? D uko na mafans. Okay, let's continue. Mohammed Faraj. Mpigieni Mohammed Faraj makofi tafadhali. Kelvin Kipkoech, Collins Mwangi, Ndinda Mary, John Kanyiki, Moses Kuria, Kelvin Mwenda Karani, Ian Kibugi, Rungamba Fabrice Gapera. Kimbieni venye Uhuru Kenyatta na Obama ukimbia kwa stage. Nyini vijana, kimbieni, let us see you running. Linda Mary, pandeni hiyo stage vizuri kama mnakimbia, sawa? John Kanyiki. John Kanyiki. Ati? Top Dog. Eh? Oh, what are they saying, John? Mtokyo. Wendo Mtokyo. Noma. Hiyo ni gani? Money Heist. Yendo Mtokyo. Sawa, tumekubali. Moses Kuria. Kimbieni, wacheni tuone nani anakimbia hapa na style, alafu tutamnunulia lunch. Moses Kuria. Kelvin Mwenda. Ndio Kelvin Mwenda, mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Ian Kibugi. Did you dance? Please come for a minute. Ian Kibugi. Rugamba Fabrice Gapera. Ati yundo bazu, Rugamba Fabrice Gapera. Story ni nini? Story ni? Ati? Yendo rapper. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. Asiende mahali arudi. Anyway, ashaenda. Ningemfanya aspit. Thank you, Fabrice. As we continue. Rugaganzi Ndabaruta. Rugaganzi Ndabaruta, Maxwell Omacha Masolo, Anthony Mwenda Njuguna, Aidan Farhan Eno, Bishimo Charles. Kimbieni, kimbieni. Ibrahim Tambwe brother, Ibado Ali Isaac, Shimanga John, Jack Birori. So Rugaganzi Ndaburita, that's you. Mpigieni makofi tafadhali, a round of applause. Maxwell Omacha Masolo. Ati yeye ndo champe. Yeye ni champe ama champe? Yeye ni champe. Sawa, Maxwell. Anthony Mwenda Njuguna. Anthony Mwenda Njuguna. No, ndo huyo. Aidan from nane, no? Anthony, panda, Anthony. Aidan, you're next. Wapi makofi ya Anthony? Asante sana. Aidan from nane, I know. Aidan from nane, I know. Bishimo Charles. Congratulations, Aidan. Bishimo Charles. Ibrahim Tambwe, brother. Nani huyo? Huyo ndo mgani? Ibado Ali Isaac. Yeye ndo nani? DJ kidogo. Ati nini? Yani Jet Li anaweza kufanya cha. Aya, sawa. Shimanga John. Makofi yake tafadhali. Jack Birori. Congratulations, Shimanga John. Jack Birori. Makofi yake wapi tafadhali? Aya, tukiendelea nikiwaita mnatoka mkikimbia style ya Kiobama, sawa? Unfinfete Eunice Ahmed. Enoch Zakaria Ochilo. Jeff Ngugi Gitao. Galian or Jalian Mwanza. Elisha Bachunguye. Regan Mangoha. Unfindo mgani? Ndo yeye, lakini story ni mama yao. Sawa, mama yao. Enoch Zakaria Ochilo. Elisha Bachunguye. Regan Mahonga. Aya, David Nganga, step up. Joshua Mwini, step up. Jedaida Mwangi, step up. Joel Dauda, step up. Martin Mwangi, John Rono, George Gitonga. David Nganga, makofi tafadhali. Joshua Mwini. Joshua Mwini. Joshua Mwini. Jedaida Mwangi. Makofi. Anaitwa JD. Hapo sawa JD. Joel Dauda. Makofi. Martin Mwangi. Huyu ndo nani? Ati? I think I need somebody here to help me. Ebu choreographer come tena. Tinidos. Twin Eagles. Aya, sawa Twin Eagles. John Rono? No? George Gitonga? Mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Is there anybody who's not received their certificate and they are here? Apart from me? Anyone else? Okay, so I'm going to say, first of all, congratulations to you all. Please stand up and show off your certificates so that our live feed can see. This is all work and no games, you know? Ziko wapi? Oh, zimechukuliwa. Ala. Kwani ilikuwa show off? Ala. Anyway, thank you very much. Let's stand up and appreciate all our graduates. This is where you stand up and you put your hats off and you act like you know you are now important people in society. Ama namna gani, my friends? DJ, give us some music.
Congratulations. I have a message for you.
Thank you very much for our guests of honors.
God has sent me to
This is where we ask the guest of honors to have a seat so the graduates can come and show. Wakuje tu, wamesema mutu join. Muwa join. Sasa ona mnakaa kwa meza ya mashak. Now you're swimming with the sharks. Yeah?
say you can never be the one.
Somebody help me remove the podium, please. Sasa choreographer, where to? Somebody help me remove the podium, please. Ni mimi natolewa hapa. Our guest of honor has already handed me over her notebook.
Yeah, wakati wanahanya kugombea kiti, wanadanganyana na vyazo kuchiti, mio jicho liponyanya ni shakula kijiti, na magoma kipigo kwa klabu mtiti. Ninachojua masela, huko mtani kuna dhiki, ndo maana singishi hela, wala navyo vimiliki mafumbo andika kwa dera. Watu wanataka muziki, mara 10 mwanangu wa Cinderella, yapendagi makiki. Ona nana, umuziki na uweza kuimba na kucheza. Ona unavyonipendeza, ni majirani wameanza kunigeza. Umuziki na uweza kuimba na kucheza. Ona unavyonipendeza, ni majirani wameanza kunigeza. I'm your teacher.
Okay, DJ, shikilia kidogo. DJ, sahi ni time ya mastude ya kushine. Sasa, hawa ni mabazu. Sahi ni hawa wanakuja kucontrol. Parents, mmekuwa mkicontrol kwa nyumba, hawa ndo watakuwa wananunua tokens. Aki musiwai nunua tokens tena. Sasa nataka to line up. I want us to line up. Make sure you're in a line. And let's do some gender balance tafadhali. Nyinyi ni machampe. Sindio? Champes. DJ, I hope you got that. Sasa, champe, choreographer anajua venye tunai dancing. Yako wapi Kolo? Kolo, champe inaendanga kikanisa. Sindio? Arudishe venye, rudisha mali ulikuwa? Aya, ati ucheze mali ulikuwa kwanza DJ. Twende. Guys, we We are too squeezed. Just make sure kuna space hata ni mahali tu. Najua tunataka kwa picha si wote. Lakini just make sure kuna space so that we don't fall there. We don't fall each other. Yani to translate tusiangushane. Let's make sure we don't fall each other, okay? Kila mtu ako sawa? Aya, twende. It's only 2 seconds before we get a full vote of thanks. 2 seconds we get a vote of thanks. So let's go. Follow.
Mko ready? One time. Listen easy.
Yeah, she.
Easy.
Yeah, wakati wanahanya kugombea kiti.
One time.
Wanadanganyana na vyazo kuchiti. Mio jicho liponyanya ni shakula kijiti. Na magoma kipigo kwa klabu mtiti. Ninachojua masela huko mtani kuna dhiki ndo maana singishi hela. Wala navyo vimiliki mafumbo andika kwa dera. Watu wanataka muziki mara 10 mwanangu wa Cinderella. Yeye apendagi makiki onanana umuziki na uweza kuimba na kucheza. Ona unavyonipendeza di majirani wameanza kunigeza. Umuziki na uweza kuimba na kucheza. Ona unavyonipendeza di majirani wameanza kunigeza. I'm your teacher. A teacher Konde. Teacher. Teacher Konde. I'm your teacher. Teacher Konde. Teacher Konde. Umuziki na uweza kuimba na kucheza. Ona unavyonipendeza di majirani wameanza wale twaluka.
One time, Koredi. Wapi kelele. Make some noise. Koredi. One time. Tupe. One time.
Fresh cafe banga, 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 banga.
Coffee, one time. 1, 2, 3, Rusha.
Comme des Wilson. Dieu le plus fire ban. Oui, ma MFM. Hypocrite, je t'étrangle. Hypocrite. Fresh café banga. Tic, tac. 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 Fresh café banga. Tic, tac.
Maisha ni yangu, we shughulika na yako. Napendeza kwangu, we shughulika na kwako. Pangwingwe, sipangwingwe, nisipangwingwe, sipangwingwe, misipangwingwe, sipangwingwe, misipangwingwe, sipangwingwe. Unataka mtu simple, humble, rich, young, ndo peani namba. Unataka mtu mdark, mlight, mtall, behe, tutafuta wa babas. Tuna plan future yetu kumbe uko alone. Maisha ni safari mina ride along. Labda mini omoke ni kuitage form, ama labda wewe omoke ni kujage home. Mina epombe siezi onja, ai nakunywa yote, nakiamua kukupatia, ai chukua yote. Maisha ni yangu, weshughulika na yako napendeza kwangu weshughulika na kwako
Gardens tuko jaba, wengine wako miti, zetu ni majaman, zenu pikipiki. Leo tunaenda kanan, beba zigi mingi, kakuna mamadam, beba sidi mingi. Ni mimi hapo back left, paparazzi wanaifanya ngumu kufanya usherati. Nakumbuka kabla nifuge manati, nilikuwa na wakunywa na ile koloni ya Versace. Squeeze backseat, ilikuwa love seat, smooth na manual unafikiria ni automatic. Tilt kwa window muadhara ndo hatutaki. Hapa perfection tunaifanya bila practice. Mbele naona success, nafunga hat-trick. Mi ndo the chef kwa hicho itisha hapik. Tangu tuingie kwa hii mchezo si ndo heartbeat. Nairobi City tunairan kama athlete. Das tusijali, hatukujaji. Hapo tu, hapo tu, hapo tu, hapo. Usijali, hatukujaji. Hapo tu, hapo tu, hapo tu, hapo.
Iseti hapo, nikuhando. Alafu kam tutoweloka kia mlango. Nipigize ndani ya box kama bala.
People with a shy yo, those people they are now. People with the shy yo, those people they are now. They no call me tele but then they call me now. Now empty belly now make man they feel somehow. Calling my house, say we want cash out. Say make I put it 10,000, put it 10,000. Everybody come cash out. Thank Jehovah. Put up for my hazard, begin to find another. Waka waka no rest you, waiting mango do. Money go there for madam to cook up bono. Waiting mango do, your picking self you guys go school. Waiting mango do, when money come.
Mkono wake Bwana.
Mengi mazuri tumeyaona, Mungu umetenda, ni kweli wewe muweza.
DJ shikilia. Asante sana, tutafunga na hiyo wimbo. I'd like to call Ufin Faith. Tulianza na Mungu, ni lazima tumalize na Mungu. Kazi ya Mungu haina makosa. Congratulations to everybody. But please settle down so that we can pray. Ukienda kama haujaomba, hatujaombea certificate yako. Lazima tukubariki na hiyo kazi. Kwa hivyo, do not leave as yet. Let us finish with prayer. We started with prayer. Ufin, Faith, you will pray for us. Tufungeni macho tuombe tafadhali.
So before I pray, I just say thank you, like a vote of thanks. One, parents, the DJ, the place itself, the MC, and the students. We know you're busy. It's a Friday, and kukuja hapa and like giving time for yourself just to graduate is a big thing. Congratulations. Okay, so let me thank you, asante, and we thank God tumefika hapa. So I pray. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Rahman Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Thank you.
Mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Once again, congratulations to everybody. My name is Liza Nyango. I'm an official MC. You have a wedding, you have a graduation ceremony. If somebody here has a party after here, call me. I'll bring life to the party. You have a corporate event, any sort of event, a concert, be it anything. Contact me. I'm very friendly. I'm very affordable. My telephone number is 0725. Kolo usinitumie WhatsApp. Kolo usinitumie hi. 0725 625 0725.
Check.
0725 625 870. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at MC Liza Nyango. Musilike tu mapicha, najua zinaweza. Slide kwa DM. If you have a question, if you're looking for a job, if you want to find me a job, let's interact. I'm sure kuna vile tunaweza saidiana. A round of applause to everybody and congratulations, the Capture Media Students Class of 2021. I wish you peace and love. Enjoy your afternoon.
Check, 1, 2.
Vicky Fundes. Nilichopata nikiomba walisema kitakwisha, nikitoa shukurani hadharani wakasema najigamba. Hao binadamu walinipa wiki, sasa imepita miaka bado wanasubiri.
Maasai image has been redone, and it has somehow gotten to the point where there is no true meaning to it, and we need to reimagine and give the Maasai image a meaning.
My name is Muhammad Tom. My Maasai, she's a Maasai lady, lives in the city. She wants to make different change in the woman community.
My Maasai is a pirate.
My Maasai is a rapper.
My Maasai is about cute babies. My Maasai project is about lesbians. My project is a positive campaign about the Maasai. My Maasai project featured Esther, an aspiring rockstar Maasai.
This is an interpretation of a story of a Pasinai, which was known to be a Maasai goddess.
And she took all her chances and is now a professional photographer. On this weekend's segment of My Job, NTV's Mel Miendo brings us the inspirational story of the one-hand photographer.
Patience Dosita is no ordinary girl. She bears the marks of life's cruelty, yet she exemplifies beauty and resilience. In the heart of the Congo War, she lost both her parents and a limb. She was left in the care of a well-wisher.
So mama naye hakuwa na pesa za kunipeleka hosi nipone, na vile naenda nikiwa mkubwa ndio watoto wake wananifanyisha kazi kama hayuko, kama hako ananigusa. Basi sasa kama ameenda kidogo nafanya kazi, after hapo nigonjeka cancer, so ndio walikata sasa kafikisha hapa nimefika.
When they moved to Rwanda, things took a turn for the worst.
Rwanda nilikuwa orphanage, nilikuwa naishi kwa adopted family, nilikuwa mena adopt. Sasa watoto wako wananipenda sana, kwa naona I don't like her. Even she have one hand.
But she's salvaged beauty from the ashes, and from the cruelty, she now captures life's beauty with just one hand.
Hiyo mkono nafaa kwenda hapa kidogo. Yeah.
Perfect. As a professional photographer, she approaches her work with zeal and determination.
Vile nilipata hii family the capture ni kama familia yangu, boss wangu mimi namuona kama baba yangu, so naona hii ni familia yangu. So vile niliingia walinipenda na mimi tunapendana, So kazi tu naendelea kidogo kidogo, so nikifika nafurahi. Kuna client amekuja namkaribisha.
Every morning, she starts her day with a prayer. She prays about everything, her job, her colleagues, and even her clients. But her journey to professional photography, she says, has not been easy.
When patients came to DCapture, she had never touched a single camera. She was very shy, very reserved, volatile. She would explode anytime. I saw a person who's really to herself.
Living as an orphan, patient sought to better her life through education.
Director shule alikuwa anajua maisha yangu yote, alikuwa anajua mimi ni adopted. So, akaniambia kuja usome, umalize, fanya national exam, but sasa sitakupea diploma. Ukifika nje kama umemaliza exam, utaenda kufanya kazi, uone pesa ukujulipe.
But even then, she couldn't afford her school fee.
Ndio nianza kuomba usaidizi, kuona kwa internet, nikapata IRC iko, nikaanza kuchati nao, nikaambia shida zangu zote, wakaniambia to meet Garana Yaya Center. Nikaenda nikamwambia everything about my story. So ndio waliniambia okay, unaenda training, after training tutakupeleka shule usome. So nilifanya training ya 1 week, kwa hiyo IRC ndo wakanichuzia kukuja kusoma DCapture.
And once in DCapture studios, she discovered her talent.
Simply taking a photo, anybody can do that. We have technology today. We have phones that can take photos. But then when you're having the passion, now you take that skill to the next level. And patience has been able to master that art.
Kuna vitu zingine walemavu naogopa kufanya. Unasema, guy, mimi si beautiful. Kitu kingine niko na mkono moja. Kitu kingine maybe nimenona. Asiwezi nikakuwa model. But na mimi kitambo ni hivyo nilikuwa nasema. But kuna kitu nimefunguka akili, nilikuwa na boss wangu. Ananiambia patience, unaweza try, nakuona tu hivi uko. Unaweza kuwa model. Try.
Patience says she's just starting out and is into the bright future ahead.
Kama una mkono moja, unaenda kwa barabara uoneshe mkono wako, nisaidie. But hii yenye unasema ikusaidie, inaomba inaweza fanya kazi. Yeah, unatumia mkono moja. Even hata kama una mikono, utatumia miguu.
In a world where there are not much opportunities, youth have been urged to embrace vocational training. Depending on the client and the workload, per photo shoot, a photographer can make between 15,000 and 50,000 Kenya shillings, which is very different from the past.
Photography now has shifted from the photography that was being done at home with a motorbike guy to a position where now we're sourcing our market from abroad. Photography has become like music. Music can be consumed by anyone in the world.
Photography is a skill, an art, and a talent that many people have. And when you come into a studio, you expect that the person who is taking your photo may not have a disability. This is the story of Patience Dosita, and she has beaten the odds.
Mel Miendo, NTV.
Nene nazikusanya fanye nazo kampeni pesa zangu, wewe waje.
Maasai image has been redone, and it has somehow gotten to the point where there is no true meaning to it. and we need to reimagine and give the Maasai image a meaning.
Kenyan people that are really from the country where the Maasais are from can come up with ideas how to photograph the new ways of the new Maasai.
We have to reflect African. I'm African. I have to reflect this my hometown because I know what's happening. I know a lot of things. I know how to reflect the powerful to the world.
But my plan would be to visit the Maasais who are in the city, talk to them and try to find out from them how has the change been from what it was during their parents' time to what it is right now. Try and see the contradiction and try and balance it in an artistic way.
Sometimes photos make a history. Photos do something powerful. Photos send a message.
So the important thing for us to understand, even as artists and when you're making this work, is we look at change, use that change to make our lives better.
Nimempeleka shule.
Kazi nini? Kwenda saluni? Babu, unaye kusoma habari? Nimpe? Sasa jamani, huu ni mtoto. Huu ndio mtoto sasa, mwanamke halisi, sio kama hii. Zungumza na waitwa nani yule, siji producer, siji director, mwambie fanye ile hookup ya kawaida ile. Huyu ni mtoto, huyu ni mrembo.
Good evening and a warm welcome to KTTN News, where you get to get first-hand information on what's happening all around the world.
Once you have a passion for cinematography, you always devote your time until you make a good work. Hi, my name is Sanna Abata. I'm an Ethiopian media production student at DCapture Media Institute. I feel that once you have a passion for something, you always give time. Yes, good work is tense. There is a lot of things to be done. I pursue cinematography since I was a child. I remember I used to use a Sony Handycam and I do a small business like birthday shoots and other small get-together gathering. But after some time, I came up on focusing on editing and motion graphics. That's why I joined DCapture Media Institute to learn more, advance my skill. Before school, I tried to teach myself on YouTube and diverse sites by watching tutorials and reading notes. But after joining DCapture, the teaching system, it's more of easy and practical to advance my capabilities. And the teachers are also well experienced and are still in cinematography business. Normally, what we do in class, we do both theory and practical. I personally like practical. So my experience with the school was a great time with those teachers and classmates. As a cinematographer, my dream is to work in the documentary industry because documentaries deal exclusively with facts and real-life events. The main purpose of a documentary is to inform or educate or maintain a historical record. The teacher teaches you not only the related subject, they showed you how to explore and learn more on your own. And for me, it was a big chance to forward any question related to cinematography or designing to the teacher through WhatsApp or via email, and also they are friendly. I'm grateful for that, and all my questions got answered.
Can't swipe up for your cash. They on the paper cases like 100-meter dash. Step up on the stage because the works them have the mash. And so the cameras are flash. Daddy, 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 da. Daddy, daddy.